Welcome back to Growingway Sanctuary in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Growingway X here along with the following people. Arya Stormborn. Hey, that's Stray.
Hey, what now?
Tenma Sabeda. Asuna Deathbringer.
Sup, yo?
Baron Boop Boop.
Hello there. How's everybody doing today?
And Minerva Weathervane.
If you boil a funny bone, you get laughing stock.
That's probably the best dad joke you've done so far. Oh, shit. I missed the jump. Fuck.
Excuse me, but when do jokes become dad jokes?
When they're improperly timed, poorly written, and punny.
When they become a parent.
You're a dick.
I don't get it.
Wait, where the frick? Oh, between via the teleport. Where the fuck is the teleporter?
I don't know, it's teleporting around somewhere.
73. Why is it 73? Because it's like freeze me.
Outside.
Why do all these squares? How do all these squares make a circle?
Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 38 degrees.
Alright, anyway. Once again, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last episode, we found out that the Loperites are kind of sad in that we're not, being more critical of their work.
Whose work?
Their work.
Who's there?
But anyway, we're going to talk to Growingway and complete the next quest. All's Vale that Endsvale. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Iteris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Caratorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me.
No, don't go, it's a trap!
Going down. Ow, my coccyx! Alright. Growingway? Good, you're here. Through this door is the greatest Endsvale. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils. The most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand the people of Iteris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way. Wait, isn't this... Nope, this is... Huh. This is actually kind of nice. Huh.
Now I'm chilly.
Okay. Send it to me. Because I want to see it later.
Does this mean that you're in... Wait, I don't know where you are. I don't think Litany of Peace was the last episode.
Except... Going up. Ooh, this is nice. No, I mean the fountain. And look at this.
I can't look at nothing.
Yeah, because you're not watching my stream.
Yeah, fortunately I can't watch your stream.
Stable's clean.
Anyway. So, what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest. Or the trees.
It's because the trees are in the way.
I didn't see any... Wait.
The forest is the trees.
You don't mean those crystals out there are... Right you are! Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. But since we're born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators...
No, ready.
What?
Sorry, it was a ready check.
Ready, set,
Okay, I was
The
getting out fast in the water.
The information sent by our collaborators... Anyway. That's not what I wanted to do. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'd find in a forest on Etheris. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself.
Definitely feel it.
Oh yeah, I need to do it near Growingway. That's the spirit! I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Etheris. Could we maybe...
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Hyacinth. I think she's there. There she is.
Hi.
There. Hi.
Beautiful.
Anyway, let's speak with Growingway. You will? Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. Growingway is now accompanying you. Yep. Yeah, Why do they have to repeat all this? I feel like we're in like a never-ending tutorial right now.
You are a tutorial.
No, I am a playthrough.
You're a playthrough tutorial.
Uh-huh. I was thinking, Chris, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. Sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take.
I totally have a crush on my...
But anyway, let's keep going. And 6,000 years can give you a pain in the ass.
Come, Moonspeak.
Well, I'm working on the translator, but the only thing I can get it to do is translate the Namekian into another language I don't understand. Oxy Karimas! Damn Moonspeak! Alright, let's start with here, because it's a... Growingway? Ask if you can taste the rainbow crystal! What? No! I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Etheris, but we don't eat them. And certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements. Wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. Earth, wind, fire, water, and lightning. And earth. What? Oh, god damn it. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Etheris. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. Put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. Okay, interesting. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all of this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Etheris. The Alagan's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. They should... Ooh. Sorry. Any interesting areas of note? No? Okay. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Oh. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees that have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. I am mixing up my accents so bad right now. What? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
There was something else I wanted to tell you, but... Oh, right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago. And with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Etheris. Why not go and visit Etheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results would be disastrous. Then there were a few more joinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hydaelyn. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Etheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. Alright. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Hydaelyn would find someone who could help us. Eventually she did, though her power was waning. And though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens, and a means to travel here to the moon. It certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. I knew you would like Greatest Endsvale. I knew it! Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the grand tour. A shame we missed it. Growingway! I've been looking all over for you! Oh! Is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? Can't imagine why you need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now, come along, Growingway. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? A fair bit about this place, actually. They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed. Even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me.
This was a good choice.
Do I have to start calling Oliange a shady motherfucker again?
I think he's proven his loyalty.
I know, but he's still acting like weird.
Yeah, it's because he's a shady motherfucker.
What image did you send us, dude?
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Level 90 bot. Monster Hunt, I
Minerva.
guess.
Oh. Okay. Anyway. 'Tis clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections. And I trust I am not alone with my reticence. No rewards out of it, so we might as well continue. What's next? Oh. Yeah, we might as well take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are all the links you need to do whatever it is you want to do. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode.